Hey, Dave Hall here, Restore a Muscle Car in Lincoln, Nebraska. We thought we'd touch base on, this is one of my personal cars. This is a 1973 Trans Am. Of course, it's got a formula hood on it. It's actually an Anvil carbon fiber hood that we use when we actually put a stroked LS3 motor in it that we got from Blueprint Engines. Blueprint's actually right out of Nebraska here, right in the middle of the state. They have their big plant just down the road, a couple hours away. Great company. We've used a lot of their motors with Blueprint. 625 horse motor, naturally aspirated. We actually set it in on Speedway Motors front subframe for a second generation Firebird Camaro. It was one of the first subframes that they got to us to actually fit into a Firebird second generation body. They'd done several Camaros and stuff prior to that, and this has been several years since we've actually put it in this particular car. It's got rack and pinion steering, it's got the tubular control arms, upgraded Willwood braking system on it. We have our three-piece honeycomb wheels on the car as well. Mini tub with Detroit Speed Engineering's mini tub kit. It's got a Ford 9-inch rear end, 373 gears, narrow burr axle. I have a 6-speed T56 manual transmission in this car. We use the Dakota Digital gauges. It's got their whole new gauge cluster that's designed specifically to fit behind the factory engine turn dash bezel for the Firebird Trans Am second generation line, and we can even customize them to the client's liking if they want to. Obviously, we have a complete wrap on the car, so we basically did that because of the I take it on the Bandit Run event, an event that we do every year. We've been doing it for over 14 years now, I think almost 15 years, and it's got vintage air on it, the three-piece seatbelt harnesses and stuff in it. It's power windows, locks, all the amenities. This car runs and drives out outstanding. It's a lot of fun to drive, and it's got a lot of great technology in it. And so, this car actually was a customer's car. James Contos, he lived in Colorado at the time, and then when he had to relocate his family to Texas to help out with his father's business, we ended up bringing the car back here after we had already done a complete frame-off restoration on it. It had a Butler-built motor in it, fuel-injected, 700 and some odd horsepower in it. It was a super fun car at that time, but this was years ago when we first had the car in our possession. And the hood behind me is actually the hood that was on it when it had the shaker hood and stuff on it with the Butler motor and stuff in it. But it's a complete pro touring car that's made so that I can get in it and drive it every day if I want, or take it on road trips across the country. I think we have probably around 8,000 miles on this car roughly since we completely went through it from top to bottom. Again, it actually has custom Cirillo seats in it, a lot of PUI interior components as well, an Alpine sound system, custom amp, sub, enclosure, a whole bunch of really neat components. It's just a really good car all the way around. But we are doing a lot of pro touring builds like this. Right now we're doing a 74 Trans Am for a client of ours out of Nashville, Tennessee that's coming to a close here pretty soon. We have a 277 and a 78 Trans Am that we're doing pro touring builds on. We have a 71 and a 73 that we're also doing as well. And so the pro touring builds are completely custom based on what a customer is wanting, some of the aspects of how they're planning on using it, and all the different technology that we have access to today, whether it's something we've developed or we've helped work with other companies to develop and make better for the second generation Firebirds and Camaros. That's what we're putting on these cars to make them a lot more fun to jump in and drive every day. So check us out online, like us, share us, and send us your pictures of your car, questions, any way we can help out whatsoever. Being centralized in the country, shipping here to our shop is very inexpensive and easy to do, and we can get a lot of little things done in a short amount of time and get your car back to you and ready for spring and summer use.